two.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, we come at you live and in living color here in Jacksonville, Arkansas, and wherever the Spicy Juggalo is. The Spicy Juggalo is going to be coming to you and interviewing yours truly, Bob the Voice Gilbert. So, I'm going to give the floor to the Spicy Juggalo, and he's going to make this an amazing show.
Ho, 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 ho. What's up, everybody? Merry freaking Christmas. Spicy Juggalo here, and I've got one of my favorite people in the world, Bob the Voice Gilbert, with me, and he had to do the intro. Who else to do the intro during the interview? Bob, how's it going, my brother?
I appreciate that, man. That really meant a lot. I appreciate that. You have the greatest show on TV right now.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Look, I know recently you've been sick, and you've been very sick. We've seen the posts and everything. Very sick. How scary was it knowing what's going on in the world with COVID and all this kind of stuff for you to start feeling the way you did? And how did that progress for you?
Well, that's a really good question. And I kept an eye. See, I haven't had COVID yet. I am fully vaccinated. I'm fixing to go get my booster in a couple of days. I'm due for it like yesterday, but I'm going to get it in a couple of days. You got to make an appointment for those things. I'm going to go down to the local Walgreens and have it taken care of, probably after Christmas. But I kept an eye on my temperature, and my temperature was 98.6 degrees. Mm-hmm. And I was coughing up. I thought I was coughing up a lung. I mean, it was horrible. I mean, it was just out of this world. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't talk. It was crazy. I could have sworn I had COVID, but then I kept taking my temperature. Well, my wife, after about a week, she says, Bob, you need to go ahead and go get checked and see if you got COVID. They got that new thing going around, and it might not even have a temperature. You can have some of the symptoms and none of the symptoms, and you can still get it.
Yeah.
So but I was like, I can still taste my peppers. I can still taste my stuff.
There you go. Yeah.
I have some. I have tinctures. I check them, and I'm like, I'm still good. And she's like, go get checked out. If nothing else, they can get you some medication, and maybe you'll feel better. I was like, okay, fine. So I go to the doctor, and they stick this crap up my nose, stick some crap up my nose, and they stick something else up my nose. I mean, it's 3 shots, right? 3 things up my nose. They check for strep, they checked for COVID, and then they checked for COVID. And I'm like, they checked for COVID twice. Yeah, they got that rapid thing.
Yeah.
And then they have the later thing, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, it turns out that the rapid said I did not have COVID. But I was sure that I might have something. And they said, well, we're going to go ahead and send off the other one. So we'll have your results in a couple of days. So I call up there and I'm like, hey, did y'all get my results? Did y'all get my results? I drank the stuff they gave me. It was
yeah.
I mean, 15 milliliters, dude. I drink that on a daily with tinctures. I mean, come on, that's crazy. I drank the whole bottle in like 2 days, and I was a little loopy. I'm not gonna lie, but I kept calling and kept calling. And then they finally called me back and they're like, Bob, we didn't have any strips to send that off. We never sent off your test results. Your rapid said you didn't have it, so we're just going to go with that. And I was like, well, thanks a lot,
Damn.
I was trying to do the right thing because I was going to go. I was on my way to Branson, and I was going on vacation, and I didn't want to be a burden to everybody else and have COVID going on vacation. And because that's the wrong thing to do. If you got COVID, don't go on vacation. But apparently I didn't have it. Went on vacation. I was sick for a day. I had a wonderful time. The rest of the time, I had my wife treated me to an amazing weekend. It was so awesome. I really had so much fun. Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Oh, there you go.
We got some pictures. We got hundreds of pictures. Hey,
the Ripley's Believe It or Not. Where was that at? Which one did you go to?
The one in Branson, Missouri.
Oh, okay, cool. We've got one here, not far from us in Williamsburg, but I've never been. So
you need to go. It's actually quite amazing. It really is. It's an amazing thing. And you look at the outside of the building and you're like, I don't know if I want to pay $35 for
that. Yeah, it looks kind of like a hole in a wall, but I understand it's kind of museum-like, right?
It is. It's a museum, and it's a whole lot bigger than it looks like.
Okay, cool.
It looks small, but it's huge.
Nice.
I don't exactly understand how to explain that, but I mean, it looks like it's smaller than it actually is. It's ginormous. It's amazing.
So I got to ask too, the holidays are literally right in front of us.
Christmas Eve.
What are Bob's plans for the holidays?
You know, those plans are actually up in the air. I'm not really sure what I'm doing for Christmas. I know I'm going to spend time with my mom, my wife, and at some point I'm going to get to see my amazing 3 grandchildren. I love each and every single one of them. Susie, Sean, and Scarlett, y'all are my whole world. Y'all should know that. And we're going to spend some time with them, but we're probably not going to be on Christmas. Plus my kids, you know, Belle and Bubba, they're awesome. You've seen my son in some of my videos, and my daughter too, haven't you? Yeah. They are. They're big supporters. All of them are big supporters of me. So, you know, it's really cool when you have your family that back you up with what you do.
That's right. And now, Bob, you unmistakably have the voice. The voice. You are Bob the Voice Gilbert.
The voice. Thanks to the greatest man alive, Jiff, the fireman, giving it to me, by the way.
Now, if you could see yourself in 5 years doing voice for something, what would that something be?
My biggest dream in all the world is to do voiceover acting for a cartoon.
Oh, cartoon. Nice. Yes. What is there any particular kind of cartoon, or is it just kind of up in the air, like whatever?
You know, I would be so happy if I could just, I mean, any kind of voiceovers. You know, I've been watching Netflix, okay? And have you got Netflix?
Oh, yeah.
90% of Netflix movies are voiceover.
True.
Have you seen them?
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of Netflix movies.
Yeah, they're from Korea. They're from all over the place. And you know, that's a voice acting job that I could get.
Oh, so you can even do the dub over stuff.
I could do dub overs. I could do anything. Cartoons. I mean, I would love to be in one of the animated or even just one of the Transformers movies, man. Come on. Could you imagine?
You just need somebody to hear your voice and link you to the right people. So
that's the whole point of Bob the Voice Gilbert's pages. Right. And if you notice,
maybe somebody will see this that isn't inside your circles that you haven't touched yet. Maybe somebody will see this and see your talent. We'll see.
You know, if you look on my pages, it's not always about the spice. A lot of people are about spice. But Bob's not about spice. Bob's about the voice. And the voice is what gets me where I'm at. Now, I have the spice and I do the spice.
Yeah.
It's, all of my stuff always says to get my voice out there to the right people so that somebody finds me.
And you know what's weird about the voice you have is that you do all these spicy challenges and things, and it doesn't affect the voice. Now, like you got people like singers and people that do voiceovers and stuff swear you can't do certain things if you want to keep your voice. Have you ever heard any about that with spicy stuff, with keeping your voice right?
It's never affected me in the long term. In the short term, it may affect me, but in the long term, it doesn't bother me at all. You know, I have a joke that I tell people. They say, well, when did your voice drop? I say, well, back in the day when I was in the crib, I fell and I was crying, and they went and checked on my dad because they thought it was my father. So my voice hasn't dropped yet.
Oh, snap. There you go, bro.
You know, that's what I tell people. You know, they went and checked on my dad. And, you know, I got to tell you a cool story my mom told me the other day. Another reason why I do this. I was sometimes, you know, my dad died in 96. And, you know, his name was Bob too. You know, it's Bob Clifford.
Mhm.
And, you know, he was a veteran. He was a great man. We didn't get along too well, but I loved him. And he was a great, amazing singer. Okay. He could sing. He could play
Was he a
guitar.
baritone? Was he a baritone?
He was a soprano, alto, tenor, and bass.
What?
He did voiceovers before voiceovers were voiceovers, and he
Nice.
would do a video. He would do a song and tape it on his tape recorder, and then he would tape over himself, and then he
Right.
would tape over himself, and then he would be his own quartet.
Oh, okay. There you go. Almost like an 8-track setup, kind of.
It's
That's
crazy
cool.
how he did it, okay? But not one of those tapes is available. None of his voice is gone to the world.
Hmm.
And it's a shame because he had a beautiful voice.
But it carried on to you, apparently.
I don't remember his voice.
Oh man, yeah.
It makes me cry because I know it sounds crazy, but I can't remember what his voice sounded like.
But I imagine a lot of that carried on to you, so you probably got a good deal of that voice.
My mother, she said, Dino, which is what she calls me. She said, Dino, all you need to do when you want to hear your dad is to turn on one of your videos and your dad is talking to you.
Just what I was pointing out. Yep, exactly.
That's what she said. And it was so heartwarming,
Mhm.
you know, and
Very
it was amazing that she told me that. It was probably the greatest thing she ever told me. But you know what? My kids are never going to have to wonder what my voice sounded like because all you have to do is Google me.
That's right. That's right. You're putting it out there, man.
That's right. I am
And
more
everybody
Google
loves you
than
for it,
anybody
dude. You're
else.
the voice.
Bob the Voice Gilbert coming at
That's
you
right.
live.
That's right. But you know, besides being the voice, Bob, I gotta point out that when I first joined this community, I was an outcast. I was a noob, if you will. And I kind
Newbie.
of joined in the Chasing Capsaicin crew and other
Yeah.
forums. And Bob, you were one of the first people to invite me in, talk to me, uh, become a friend to me. How important is it for you? How do you see yourself as that kind of mentor to new people coming in?
I believe that I'm kind of an outcast, and I feel like that people don't understand me, and so I actively search through all. I'm members of every pepper group that I can find for one reason, and that's that I find people and I give them a chance to be in the right group of people because the right group of people is going to be what they need. And Chasing Capsaicin is the right group. Now, we respect each and every single person, and we can't have any more members right now. I was actually, one of the guys actually told me, they're like, Bob, you can't be getting anybody else in this group. We're closed right now. We're not open until January. I was like, dang, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm actively searching for good people. And, you know, when I seen you in your mask, I was like, oh yeah, this is the guy I got to do something with someday. He's the man, because with his face and my voice, we could do something cool.
That's right. I wish we could make a cartoon or something together. That'd be like,
and that would be awesome.
Oh, that'd be terrific. Do it. Unfortunately, I suck at drawing, so I could write a script, and you
I
could
can't
do
draw
voice.
either. Maybe we can get Ethan.
Yeah. Yeah, we could figure it out, man. It would be cool to do a spicy, chili head group cartoon or something like that. Would be like.
Forgive me for this. Forgive me. But there is a guy out there. I will not say his name. There is a guy out there who's been working on something similar to that, cartoon, maybe video game kind of thing. And yeah, so it's not a bad idea.
Nice. That person needs to hit me up for some dialogue and script writing. I'm good at that.
You know who I speak of?
Yeah, we can figure it out. But hey, let's go a little bit more into the chili community stuff now.
Sure, go ahead.
So, like, are you growing anything? Have you been growing recently? Any peppers or anything?
I actually have a few. I have a few things that I've been working on.
Mm-hmm.
Please forgive me. She's horrible looking right now. But this is my little guy.
Oh, that's an overwintered plant, I take it, right?
Yes, I cut it back considerably bad, and I'm not quite sure it's going to make it. But I do have some green right there. So there is a sign of life. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
But if you can see a little green, then you have luck. But you know, I've got it in my beer can, and I have others. So many, in fact, that my wife's a little disappointed in me because I have too many.
And you've been making a lot of different stuff. You made like some candy stuff. You've made tinks. You've made powders. Like, is there something you want to specialize in? Is there something you really want to delve into more, or is there something you want to try differently?
You know, I'm really wanting to start my salt business, and people aren't really taking me very serious. It's okay. I understand that. I'm a new guy in this industry, but I got some kick-ass salt. And when I have a specific way that I've not seen anyone else do, I can actually infuse the pepper flavor into salt. So you don't have to have salt and pepper on your table anymore. And I really want to do that. Now, I did do something over the last couple of weeks that's it's really been pretty astronomical. Check this out. I knew you were going to ask me, so check that out.
Oh, nice. That's pretty.
This is crazy stuff. This I'm going to call it, please forgive me, I'm thinking about calling it COVID 21. Now, you're probably wondering, why in the hell would you call it COVID 21? Because while I was making this, I was sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, and I had a seriously stuffy head. And let me tell you, it will clear your sinuses quicker than shit. It's got so much stuff in here. It is insane. And I just happen to buy, don't tell anybody, I got about 5 pounds of this stuff.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. I have an addiction. I don't know if you know this, but I have an addiction to peppers. I have too many.
There you go.
Yeah. And Daniel Butler, God rest him, he's totally awesome. God save him. He's totally awesome, dude. He gave me the lottery of peppers.
Ah, what peppers were they?
Every pepper you can imagine. It doesn't matter. Yeah. He gave me the lottery. And it was about 15 pounds of just fresh peppers. Have you ever seen 15 pounds of peppers?
No, I mean,
maybe 20.
Over the course of a season, maybe, but
one day. And it took me 2 weeks to clear that stuff up.
Wow.
And even longer to dehydrate it. That guy is amazing.
So let me ask you about, is there something you want to see come next year from the chili community as a whole?
You know, I want us to be more together. I feel like we're missing a key ingredient, and we need someone to bring us together. We need a community.
Do you think maybe the return of these festivals and all will help with that? I mean, we had a festivals canceled this year. Maybe next year they're gonna.
That festival, my wife caught COVID during that time.
Mm.
My wife caught COVID. It was actually on my birthday she caught COVID, and that sucked so much. But anyway, I think that if we as a community can get together and be able to go to things like that, then I think it would help us a lot. But we have to have a community that a bunch of us are together, and we're, like Jason kept saying, and we all just decide, hey, let's meet up and let's go.
Yeah. I also think it's important, like if you have the ability to, and I understand why some people would be sketchy about it, but if you have the ability to meet some of the Pepper community people that from Facebook, Twitter, whatever, and you get a chance to meet them in person, you don't have to bring them to your house. Go meet them in public at a restaurant or something. Bring your heat with you and sit down and have a meal. I think that is where the Pepper community needs to go, like meeting each other. It's not just online anymore. We need to actually.
We were born from the internet in the beginning of the COVID. That's how we all got together. That's how we successfully became a group.
And nothing wrong with that at all.
No. If it wasn't for the Pepper community, I probably would have been pretty bored during and I wouldn't have learned as much as I did. I mean, I was making tinctures before I knew what tinctures were. And I was like, what the hell is this? I mean, it's true. I mean, I found a picture the other day and I was like, this is this, and then this is this. I don't know what the hell this is, but it's hot as hell. And I was making tinctures and didn't know what it was. And now I know. And also I killed my plants and didn't know why I killed my plants. But they told me, showed me, and Jared Smith actually gave me some plants after I killed my plants. And, that was kind of cool. And if it wasn't for the Pepper community, I wouldn't even have had the plants that I killed in the first place. Mm-hmm. Because they gave me the seeds.
Yeah.
What I did in 2018? This is probably the same story everybody else has. In 2018, I spent hundreds of dollars going online to Wish, eBay, and all these other places to get seeds. And then I get these seeds in the mail and they say that they're Carolina Reapers or they're Ghost or they're or something like that. And I ordered so many of them, I had no clue what they were. They just came in this tube about this big. I still have them.
You get like banana peppers and habaneros and shit.
I have no idea what they are. I got no clue what the hell they are. But I spent all this damn money, and then I got into the Pepper community. And they were so nice and so ready and willing and able to help me and give me seeds. Mm-hmm. I literally started trading seeds. Check this out. Anybody can do this. I had giant orange habanero seeds. I found these giant habaneros at a grocery store, and they were as big as my hand. I could put two of them in my hand. They were so big. Ooh. They were ginormous. And I saved every seed. And then I had some other seeds that I had gotten from another place. And I said, hey, this is what I've got. I'll trade you. And they were like, sure, I'll trade. So I traded those seeds. I kept some for myself, but I bought like 50 of them. So, I got billions of seeds, right? So I traded, and then I traded, and then I traded, and then I traded. Now I've got almost 150,000 seeds.
There you go.
Yeah, I've got more seeds than I could put enough seed plants out in my town. Every inch, nick, and cranny in my town would have a pepper plant.
You need to find some spaces to throw those out where nobody's going to pay attention to it. Just see if they end up growing.
I've been thinking about taking them to the old mill and growing some peppers out there at the old mill. I bet they wouldn't
grow a whole field of them without anybody noticing. That would be crazy, dude.
That'd be crazy, man. I could do it, man. And you know, these places where they've got all these plants and stuff, like for instance, if you went to a hospital and they've got these gardens, you could throw some pepper seeds in there and let them grow, because they fertilize them, they water them, all that goes. Why don't we do that in this community?
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be awesome, man.
It would. Yeah, that's a great idea. So let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, shoot, fire away.
How have you been doing through this whole pandemic thing? Is anybody close to you caught it yet?
Yeah, at some point my dad might have had it, and his wife might have had it. Luckily, nothing big came of that, because they both have like pre-existing conditions that could have made things really bad. So luckily they didn't. I know some people from work. Nobody really close to me other than my dad and them got it. So been lucky. But of course, I went and got vaccinated when it first came out. I got my booster when the booster first came out, and I take care of myself. Like I wear my mask in public. I wash my hands all the time when I'm in public after I touch stuff, and use the antibacterial lotion or whatever. But other than that, like it has been a little weird because Melissa was working from home for a long time because she's a school teacher, and so she had to deal with that stuff. So everything was harder for her than it was for me. I was able to work from home via my computer half the time, and then work in the actual shipyard the other half of the time. But for her, it was all depending on how the virus went, right? So schools were shut down. She'd have to work from home. Then they were like, okay, you can do half virtual, this and that. And it got a little crazy for her. I mean, it was more crazy for her than it was for me.
Well, that's understandable. I heard a lot from one of our mutual friends. She's a teacher too.
Yeah.
And it was really rough on her. But now it's rough on her again because she has to go back to school and deal with what's happening with COVID and all the stuff that's going on in her town. So, it's just a rough situation. I can't imagine being a teacher right now.
We all thought 2020 was going to be the worst of it, right? And then 2021 ends up being not that great. So we can hope 2022 is better, but
where do you see this virus in 2 years, 4 years?
It'll still be around. It'll definitely. I don't think it's going anywhere. There's going to be variants and this and that. I just think it's going to have to come down to vaccinations and keeping up with it, like we would a flu vaccination, getting a booster every year, just like you would go get your flu shot every year. Hopefully, it stops being as deadly and stops causing as many hospital beds to fill up, because that's the real problem. The real problem is people are getting sick enough to fill up hospital beds and take up room for other people that need emergency beds. And the problem is most of the people that are taking up those hospital beds because they have COVID are unvaccinated.
I agree with you.
You're unvaccinated, you're taking up hospital beds because you got sick, whereas somebody with a heart attack or half a limb missing or something isn't getting that bed at the moment. So it all comes down to doing our part and trying to help. I don't want to preach or anything. I'm not trying to preach you. I'm just saying, look at what medicine tells you. Don't believe the media at all. Look at the health companies, not companies, but the health organizations and your doctors. Ask your doctor what they recommend, what's good for you. And hey, at the least, you could at least stay away from people a few feet. You know how many times I've been in the store and motherfuckers are up all my ear and shit, like all up on me when I'm trying to buy something. It's like, dude, we have a little space. There's COVID and stuff. I just want arm room, just arm room. I don't need 6 feet, just arm room, please. Please.
Hey, you want to laugh a little bit? When this COVID thing first came out in 2019, I had to go get my car tagged. you know, man, I was anti-vaccination. I was, you know, I was all, you know, I ain't wearing this mask, you know, it's all crazy.
Right.
You know, I'm the rebel. So I'm up there going to get my tax, get my car tag. And there's this old lady, she's about, I don't know, 70 years old.
Mhm.
And for the first time in my entire life, I get a shoe. And I'm like, what the hell did you just do to me?
Good grief. Oh,
That freaked me out, man.
one?
Gave me a shoe. I was like, seriously? You're not even gonna, hey, could you step
Yeah.
back a little bit? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
That messed me up, man.
Like, you know, one thing that COVID has changed for me is the fact that I don't care if you're vaxxed, I don't care if you're wearing a mask, but please stay out of my arm's reach.
I agree with that.
I want my bubble. I want my bubble. Dude,
Hey,
seriously.
people's bubble is great. And you know, I have to be honest, I'm not a pro mask guy. I know you are, and that's fine. You can be whatever you want to be. That's the whole world. That's why we live in America. It's because we have a right to a choice. But I have been vaccinated. And, you know, my reasoning for getting vaccinated is different than yours. You know, I looked at it like this. I got a 50-50 shot of survival, okay? I'm either going to live or I'm going to die with the vaccine. That's the way I look at it. Now, it may have went a little bit closer to the survival rate, but I didn't know that when I took the vaccine.
Mhm.
All right. But the reason I took the vaccine is because my family and my friends took it.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine a world without my friends and family.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
So I took the vaccine. So if they're going to die, I'm going to ride with them.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
There you go.
And I mean, I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I'm not Will Smith, and I'm not I Am Legend. I ain't that guy.
Well, you know what? We cannot end this on like a weird, sad note here. So let's end it on a very, very good, positive note. Let's talk about what we look forward to next year. What we want to accomplish next year. Bob, you go first.
What do I want to accomplish? I want to be on video at least once a week for my YouTube. And maybe 2 or 3 times a week for my TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to say thank you to all my friends over there in TikTok. I've got over 6,000 subscribers. And I'm telling you, I mean, that may not seem like a lot to some people.
That's a lot to me, brother. That's good.
I got 348 subscribers on my YouTube. Where do you think I'm going to spend most of my time?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm going to spend most of my time on TikTok because I don't have.
I can literally see Lewis Black going TikTok.
Yeah, you know, I mean, where am I going to go? Right? I'm heading over to TikTok and have some fun. You know, it ain't about the money. But anyway, I would like to find a job to where I can be this guy. I want to be the voice for the world instead of just the voice for YouTube or TikTok.
And I want that for you.
That's right. That's what I want.
So hopefully that happens, brother. Hopefully. I
can work anywhere in the world, but if I can get my voice out there and be in a cartoon, you know, American Dad, or I can be on The Simpsons, or you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. I would love to be a cartoon character, or just be a voiceover for Netflix, or you know, maybe be in the next whatever games. You know, what is that games show? That new
Squid Games or whatever.
Yeah, the next Squid Games is a voiceover character. You know, I don't know. I mean, I got a lot of voices, man. I could do anything. But
that's right.
You know, it's I want my voice out there. That's what I want for next year. But I feel that way every year. It's just I feel like this is the year it's going to happen. More people know me. I've gotten to be a lot more interactive with the world of community. I've got more friends in industries. I feel like I think this is it. I think this is the year. I just feel that way.
Well, let's get it on, brother. And I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, man. And
can I say
all those dreams come true.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to plug myself a little bit. Can I plug something?
Yeah, go ahead. Absolutely.
All right. Hey, guys. Y'all see this right here? You know what this is? This is my my powder from earlier. Anybody that watches this video and orders any salt from me gets this for free. Thank you.
Woo!
Anyway, I'm going to send them
goodness.
one of these packages for free, and it will light up your world.
Bob the Voice is coming correct with some freebie giveaways on Spicy Juggalo's penultimate interview.
Absolutely. All you got to do is order some salt, and you get this. And I do mystery boxes for $50. I pay shipping, so this will be one of the presents inside of it.
Absolutely. And once my finances get clear, I'm hitting you up, brother. But this is a rough time of year for me, bro.
Right. Don't even worry about it. I get you. I understand. And you know what? This is part of the mystery right here. And you're even going to get one of these amazing stickers.
Ooh, those are sweet too, man. Hell yeah. Bob,
Ethan Riviera is amazing.
Bob, thank you so much.
You're awesome.
Thank you so much for joining me in the Santa festivities.
Hey, it's a rarity for me not to have my hat.
I know it. Well, go ahead and throw it on at the end. You got to have it on at the end. Here we go. There you go, brother. All right, we're going to kick this off. Everybody have a great night. Merry freaking Christmas. Happy freaking New Year. Y'all stay safe and love each other, okay?